Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and yes, you see not one but two Celtic Blu Tallboy speakers in our studio, and that's because one of these is going to go to a lucky winner here in the channel. We're going to be looking at the Celtic Blu Tallboy multifunction portable wireless speaker. Let's check it out. Now, before doing the unboxing, let's take a look at some of the features that are highlighted here in the packaging. First of all, this is a speaker that's going to give you 360 degrees of hi-fi stereo experience. That means you're going to get to hear music all the way around your experience of the speaker. It has 16 watts of high volume sound that we're going to see during the actual unboxing and the playback. 6,000 milliamp hour battery. It does have a microphone, so you can use this for taking phone calls. Has a built-in MicroSD card slot, so you're going to be able to play music, listen to music straight from a card if you have one. It will serve as a power bank, and this is great because if you're on the beach, if you're riding your bike, and you just have the speaker with you, not only can you listen to music, but you can keep your devices charged. It does have an FM radio with a built-in antenna, and a multifunctional mount is included. Given that you can mount this speaker, it does include a remote control. So let's go ahead and do the unboxing and see what's involved. Now, there's a lot in this box. First of all, you have your speaker. You do have a hook so that if you don't want to use the included bike, I would say mount, you can have this attached to your backpack, an Allen wrench, a user guide, some screws that are going to allow you to place this in place with a little, I would say, rubberized protection pad here to make sure that your bike doesn't get scratched. You do have a audio cable, so you can see here's a conversion here going from the micro USB to the audio jack. You have an included micro USB charging cable, a couple ties that are going to be helpful when tying things down, and then you have your remote control. Alright, so now before doing the unboxing itself, let's take a look at some of the specs here. The model for this speaker is, of course, the Tallboy. It is Unit 2.0, and it's a speaker and subwoofer combo. You're going to have two 8-watt speakers. It does support the most current version of Bluetooth. 32 gig SD card or micro SD card for playback, and as you can see, all the music formats are what you would expect. We talked about that battery. It says 6,000 milliamp hour battery during the initial review of the product, which is going to be a dual purpose battery, both to charge the speaker, obviously to let it play, as well as to charge any kind of electronic device you have. You do have also a unit's just 590 grams, which is very lightweight, and as we spoke, there's several mounting options. You could either mount this on a bike or attach it to your backpack. Now, this is one solid speaker. I have to tell you that the overall construction feels solid. It has some good weight to it. And once again, you can use this in a couple modes. You can have this on your bike. You can have this on your backpack. You can put that clip on the side here and have it connected. Or you can just have it standalone. It is a rugged speaker and it is water resistant. It's not submergible, so you're not going to put this underwater and play music underwater, but this is something that you don't have to worry about it getting splashed or being caught in the rain. Now, overall, you have some really basic controls here. So play, pause, you have your charging mode, power on, you do have a speaker or a mic right here that's available, and then again, the standard controls that you would expect. You notice how the speakers are literally everywhere so that you have that opening so that you can hear music from all directions, and then the really solid construction that we see here. This is going to get you around 30 hours of playback with that 6,000 milliamp hour battery. So imagine that. And the other thing that you're looking at is over 100-foot range when it comes to your smartphone and the speaker itself. So here at the very bottom of your speaker, you have actually two areas for ports. First of all, you have here is your micro USB charging ports, and this is your output to charge your phone. Now, you'll also notice that one of the cables that was included was a micro USB to aux. Now, the way that works is that this port right here is a multi-purpose port. You're going to plug this side into the speaker itself, and then this side into your phone. Now, on the other side, you have another connection. So you'll notice right here, so you'll notice that there's a label on here that says TF. So this is where you're going to connect your micro SD card into the speaker, as you can see right there. And then that's not an audio port. That is the port for the remote control. So if you're using this on a bike, and again, this could be even an ATV, you would put this within arm's reach so that you can make sure that you don't never have to go to the controls that appear here at the top of the speaker. So this is really giving you a very versatile approach to being able to access the speaker and control all of its controls. Now on the speaker itself, you have a couple buttons that you should be aware of. First of all, this is to power any of your smart electronics. And you're going to get a cue. Once you press and hold this, it will light up and it will say something. I'm going to bring this closer to the mic so you can hear what it says.
Power bank is ready.
So as soon as you press and hold this little button right here, you get that power bank is ready. And you notice that the LED light is on that. So this is you're putting this in charge mode. I really like the way it gives you those audio cues because let's face it, if you have this somewhere on your bike and you're pressing it, you want to make sure that you're getting that button that's going to power up your device. Now I'm going to press it again so you can see the audio cue again that it gives you.
Power bank is off.
So on and off commands, which makes it a really easy implementation when it comes to charging any of your smart devices. Now the next option is to power up the unit. Let's go ahead and try that, and I want you to listen to it.
Device is ready. Bluetooth mode.
So great audio cues telling you everything that's going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to pair it to our smartphone and listen to some music. Alright, for the next part of this video, you're going to hear that the audio source has changed significantly because I want you to hear what I hear from the actual speaker itself. So I've connected Bluetooth and I'm just going to play some tracks that are going to emphasize high, mids, and lows and also the bass. So let's go ahead and try one now. So now what I'm going to do is the track is playing. I'm going to increase the volume slowly so that you can hear the difference of what's coming through it. So we'll raise and we'll lower the volume. So far it gets very loud and it's also clear, has really nice bass. So that was at the highest levels, and I'm going to decrease it. Alright, let's go ahead and try another track. Alright, so this one emphasizes a little bit more of the highs and the treble. This is solid. You can see it shake. You can see how it's shaking. So lower it again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the volume. Alright, pretty solid. There is also an app that you can download from the App Store that does bass boost enhancing with this speaker. But so far, I see no need for it. This is loud for something this small. Let's try another one. So that's at the highest levels, and this thing is loud. But more importantly, it's clear. Let's lower the volume. You can see the range. So very clear, no issues with distortion even at highest levels. And really stressing high, mids, and lows. Wow, I think to a certain extent it gets too loud. All right, let's go ahead and try one more, something tropical. Again, you can feel that bass, very vibrant. I'm going to lower it. So that's the lower setting until it's off, and now we're increasing again. That's the highest volume. And again, you could just feel the vibration from the bass. Well, all I can say is wow, that was loud. And more importantly, clear, crisp, high, mids, and lows. Everything was clearly understood. And I'm telling you, you could really feel music coming all the way around as we described from that 360 experience. Now, mounting this to a bike is pretty straightforward. So all you have to do is obviously get the base in first. And if you could put this in any kind of vehicle, all right? So here you have the base itself, and it slides in just like this, just like that. Now, this part right here goes here on the right here, and then this is going to help, especially if you use the twist ties, make sure that this is not rubbing or scratching anything. So you put this in place right here, and you can put the ties, these ties that we have right here, sliding through here to actually hold on. Now, optionally, what you can do is you can actually screw it in. So it all depends on the vehicle that you have and what kind of mount you want to really experience. Now, connecting your remote control is a pretty straightforward exercise. All you're going to do is plug it into the port that looks like a headphone jack that you see right here. You notice that there is a symbol right there that shows you where the remote control goes, and it's in the same port area that has that microSD slot. Now, the control here is pretty straightforward. So again, this is something that you can put on a bike, you can put this on a motorcycle, virtually any kind of outdoor device that you really want to listen to music in. And the remote is pretty versatile. Not only does it have the ability to play, pause, increase the volume because they're all multifunction buttons, but also what you have is that little mic there. So wherever you place this, it's going to serve as the mic for your speaker. And then you'll also notice right there that you can actually answer phone calls. So this is going to, very similar to some of the newer cars now that have the controls on the steering wheel. If you put this strategically on your bike in an area where you can still have kind of like the movement, you could use this as your point of reference for controlling all your multimedia experience on your phone, as well as any kind of incoming calls. Now, your mounting options for your bike are pretty straightforward. So you can mount it in this area here, you can put it in this area here, or this area here. Now remember, what you want to make sure is that you have an area to put the control so that you can control it, and that's going to be somewhere in this area or even in the area here where you have your bike handle bar. So let's take a look and see what it would look like if it's on your bike. So here's your first position view. So this is if we had it mounted here, and again you would use those bands to connect it here because there isn't any screwing area on the specific bike. So pretty straightforward. All you'd have is that rubber protective guard. You would use those bands, that plastic bands or ties, to just zip it in place, the zip ties, and then it would stay firmly here. Let's look at it in the next position. Now here's your next position. You can place it here, and again you want to make sure that you can take it out easily. You don't want it to get it too close to this area because if it's too close you won't be able to take it out. So make sure you watch where you place it, and just try to make sure that you can put the actual speaker in and out, because if you tie it too high up you won't be able to get it out. But once again, this, you can easily run the cable and the control in this area as well to your handlebar. So the next option is to have it mounted underneath, and again you could either have it on the top or the bottom. Biggest part is making sure that you can take it out, so you may want to run this a little bit closer to the back so it slides in easily. Don't worry about it falling out because this bracket here is going to keep it in place. Alright, so this concludes our review of the Celtic Blu Tallboy multifunction portable wireless speaker. If you have any comments or questions, leave it in the comment area below. You see that little subscribe button, hit it. And if you like the video on the side, why don't you go ahead and watch it. But wait a minute, you're probably asking, what does it take to win the speaker? Well, a couple things. First of all, you got to be subscribed to the channel. Second, you need to give it a thumbs up. And third, just put a comment. In a couple weeks, we'll go ahead and announce who the winner is. And as you saw, this is one loud speaker.